Welcome back to the channel, guys, and welcome to another video installing a Ring Video Doorbell. It's like Bake Off, this. Now, I've got to be honest, Papa didn't raise no window fitter. We're looking for the snug. I am a gulper. I don't quite like. No, Tom, don't do that. This one has been supplied by the client. Had it delivered by Amazon just this morning. Nice. So we've got our Ring doorbell there. Oh, it looks nice. Got our 2 screws at the back here. Same old, isn't it? This is a plug-in transformer. We're not using it. We're going to wire this from a transformer housing and a new transformer that we've got coming in, 24 volts. Bring it down from 230. Angle bracket, we will not be using that for the install on this, the chamfered bracket that comes with the Ring unit. Instead, we'll be using our flat plate that goes on the back of that and fitting it very, very nicely. Now, would you like to see the route that we're taking today? I'll show you. Above here, I'm going to put my little housing, and then I'm going to take an exterior Cat 5 cable that we normally use, because within that is obviously we can just use the 2 of the cores. I don't want to use just the normal bell wire. I just feel that the external Cat 5 cable just gives a bit more robust stuff for what we're doing, and it just looks so much neater for clipping. I'll show you the route. This is where our doorbell is going to be going. It's going to be going here. See, I've just taken a bit of the mortar out here. I'm going to be repairing that. Our Cat 5 is going to go through here. I've taken the plastic, you can see just led up on the wall there. I've taken the plastic off here. This is the PVC that runs in, and it comes through here. So the cable's going to come through from the doorbell up here, go back through, go through that small hole there, and along this black fascia that sits all the way along here. It's going to be pinned all the way. I'm going to pop it through the garage where I can, nice and neatly. It's going to again be pinned all the way top level here, and that is where our housing is going to go. This cuts down on any kind of interior decorating that's doing. I was going to chase through from the inside of the lounge, but that just creates more ag for the client, more mess for me. And this way, everything's kind of in here. And as always, when it's in a garage like this, I just find for the client and for me, it's just so much easier for maintenance. You've got an open area, nice and easy to see. It's not tucked away or dug away somewhere. But more importantly, it allows the client to keep their decorating and their lounge absolutely spotless without me wrecking it by putting a doorbell transformer in there and the housing and everything. At the end of the day, we want things to look neat for the client. And it goes without saying, viewers, anyone that's watching us for the first time or subscribed, if you can think of a different way of doing it, you think, Tom, why don't you do it that way? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to know. Every day's a learning day, so I'd like to be interested to see. But like I said, the housing's going to go up there. We're actually waiting for Amazon to deliver it, weirdly. So we've had the Ring doorbell delivered. We're waiting on the housing to come, and I'll show you that later. I have used it in other installs, especially in another video, which is the Eufy install that's on our channel. I might be able to clip it onto here. If I've not, I'm just going to point it here for absolutely no reason whatsoever. But if not, head to our channel, look at that. You might even see the subscribe button, hit it. But let's crack on with this. We're going to get it pinned. I might be able to show you all that we're doing. I might not. Just bear with. We are working with the client here, but that shows what our channel's all about. We're an honest channel. This is how the real life works. It's not staged. Sometimes we've got to stop and start. So hopefully that's enough for you guys. See you in a bit. And this is our cable. Just going to be using the Cat 5. It's got a bit of rigidity to it. Obviously we're going to be using 2 cores. We could wind 2 of the cores together. I'll see how I feel, but in reality, this is what we're going to use because it gives a nice clean. You see it's quite solid. If the bell wire being pinned along, it kind of waves around. Want to make it look as good as possible for this. Just had the client make us a cup of tea. I think I'm going to go and grab that before it gets cold. Oh, I do like a nice cup of tea. And as you noticed, I am a gulper, not a sipper. And just to explain how we're running this black Cat 5 cable is going to squeeze in this little channel I've just used, just a chisel bit just to go down here, take a little bit of the mortar. We know that our PVC little panel that's here, just part of the double glazing, we've just pinned that off with a Stanley knife. And I've made sure that's done neatly, so that'll stick back with a bit of silicone. Nice and neat, that's going to be pinned in there. We just need to feed it through our little hole here, and hopefully we'll hit it. And there it is. I think I've done all right there. So that's going to come out there. We've definitely got enough, but you can see here I'm going to get a bit of repair work on this mortar done on our cable. It's going to sit in like that. Now I've got to be honest, Papa didn't raise no window fitter. I'm going to give it a go. Bit of silicone, make it look nice and neat. Let's get it pinned back, I'll show you the end result. every day's a learning day. And if any of you tradies are looking at this, watching it going, no, Tom, don't do that. Tell me what I can do. I'm always up for hints and tips. Right, let's go. Beautiful. Happy with that. Very happy. Let's try and get it on now.
Glad we were never here.
Thought all cardboard was recyclable. We use significantly less ink and material. Little pin clips, could use a stapler, but don't like it. I don't quite like it. Pin it along. Don't think anyone wants to see me just for the next 5-10 minutes just clipping a cable, so I'm probably going to time lapse this. I think it's time lapse time. The other little tip I wanted to mention as we're clipping is the actual cable clips themselves. It's really easy when you pick up a bit of any kind of cable really from a DIY store or from the wholesalers, the suppliers. Very often they are all the same size. They should be pretty much the same size, but when it comes down to the clips, what I've found over the years is, depending on the person who supplies them, is whether it fits. I have the same size clips in my screw boxes and in my storage boxes, exactly the same size on the box, different snug fit. We're looking for the snug. And this is the tip I wanted to give you. When you go into the wholesalers and you're asking for it, take a little bit of the cable that you want to use maybe. Because very often you might have someone that serves you that isn't that experienced. There's nothing worse than getting to site and finding that there's a little bit of give on these. We do not want to see any give on that. So when we clip it on, just take this into the wholesaler. Can I check? Clips. Can you see? That is snug. So when it's pinned up like we're going to do it, there's none of this drooping, there's none of this wobbling around. Check your clips and make sure. A small little tip, that kind of thing, getting the right clips is what makes a job look good, or it looks really bad. Or it'll clip all right for 6 months, but when the heat gets it, cold hits it, you'll end up with this wave. Little tip from Tommy. Check your clips. On real quick, with any Ring product, don't lose the packet. It comes with the screws that you might need, spares, things like that. Right guys, we are back to the doorbell setup. As we said, this is our unit. Comes with a little bit of a little tool from Ring there. Make sure you don't lose that in the packet. And to gain access to the security screw, which is the back that goes to our back plate, you just shove that into the back of there, and that lid pops off. Our unit sits on this back plate. 2 screws, top and bottom, nice and easy. Obviously our cable's gonna come through that hole there, and it's just gonna sit like that. So you can see there, just do that again for you. So it's got a little edge on the back there, that goes into the bottom there, clips on, and then you've got a small little screw at the bottom there that screws onto the back plate, so there's no tampering with it. Then obviously the front clips on. That's it. Should we get it wired? So our cable's all ready, it's all the way back pinned to where we're going to put our transformer and housing. Here, excuse me, a little pen, is I'm going to get some mortar and just put this in here to repair it, but that's nice and safe inside there. It's going to pop through on the bracket here, so I just want to get a little bit of an idea of where we're going with it. As I'm doing this, it's worth noting that whatever I use on this job, in retrospect, the housing, the transformer, the Ring doorbell, even the pen that I use then, I'll just put it in the description below just in case you want to grab one for your tool bag. Ah, not too bad. Back plate can go on. You know what, I'm going to use the orange today. I'm going to use the orange, the rest of you lot can just, you can go back inside there. We're using our solid orange. And our orange and white. Yeah, that's nice that. So those will go onto the back of our doorbell. I'll do that in a minute, but I want to get that repaired, this little, and then we can put that back and it'll look nice and neat. I want it to look good at the end. I had to pop out, see a friend about some sand and cement. So I've got a little bit here, managed to get a little bit of mix off him. I'm going to go and get that repaired. That little bit that runs across to the Ring doorbell housing. Going to get that mixed up, just push that in there, make sure that looks nice and neat. Then we're going to come back, do our Ring doorbell, then we're going to do the transformer and housing. Well, I know my trade. I know exactly what kind of trade I am because I've got me sand and cement. I'm using a bit of Mineral water. It's going to be the poshest bit of sand and cement ever. Going to get that mixed up. I'd really like to know as well, you guys listening, everyone listening, whether there's another alternative to this. I know there's the mortar mix that comes in like the silicone tube. Is that better? Anyone used it? Get in the comments below and let me know, because it happens a lot with stuff like this where we just need to do a little bit of repair work. What's the best plan for an electrician like me to repair mortar breaks or brick smashes or a little bit of cracks where we just want to repair it and look nice for the client? I'll be interested. Getting a cheeky little porridge mix on here. That's too watery. It's like Bake Off, this. Get Paulie Hollywood. Might get me handshake for doing this. All you builders out there, I know. All you brickies, I know you are. I've got friends who are brickies. My best mate's a brickie. I know he's rolling his eyes. What am I to do though? I'm on my own. It's got to be done. I want to be judged here because I want some hints and tips, but I don't think I've done too bad. That's going to dry out nicely. And it looks a heck of a lot better than having the cable visible. I might need to go over it again when it's dried out, just with a stiff brush and do the old, but not too bad. There. I'm gonna get this housing and the transformer ready, then I'll show you the wiring, then we'll connect the ring, and then we're done. So we're back. This is our transformer here. You can see across the bottom here, we've got our live and neutral that go in the bottom. That's our feed into the transformer. What it kicks out is optional. So on here, we want to be going for the 24 volts. That's what powers our doorbell, most video doorbells actually. So that means that we go across, you can see number 1 and number 4. Our orange is going to go into number 1. Our white and orange goes into number 4, and that gives us our 24 volts. That's it. That is it. As I'm doing this, I just thought I'd put it out to you guys who like to leave comments actually sometimes. What do you find that businesses and homeowners are going for security? The doorbells seem to be the basic option. Is there anything else that they're upping? We fit also the video cameras, the video floodlights. Do you think alarms are a thing of the past? People get a bit sick of the alarms now, don't they? Do people still install those in their home? I'd just be interested to see. Some people even have the cameras in their home. They have the alarms on the cars. Crazy, the crime that's going on. So I would be interested to see what you guys go for. And yeah, just let us know in the comments below. Just be interested to see what do you know what, worldwide. Because I noticed that we've got a few comments. We've got a few comments from New Zealand, a comment from Denmark, some from the States. What is the standard of security in the house? Or is it just a dog like they've got here? A dog that creates a bit of noise and just puts people off from breaking in. Sad that we've got to do all this kind of stuff, but it is what it is. I mean, in the case of the video doorbell, it also helps to see when Amazon have dropped some off. So we've got our orange and white and orange, 1, 1 and 4. Got our live and neutral in the bottom here, and that's it. And then that clicks on there like that. That's quite cute, that. I like that. Boom. So our Ring doorbell, we can see our 2 little screws there. We're going to loosen those off. It's worth noting on this, we haven't really got a lot of space behind here. The spacer bar or the mounting bracket that is used for this is quite shallow, but it's against the brick. I've only got about 2 or 3 mil. But you can see there's not that much. So if you're looking to stick some kind of connector behind there, an IDC connector or a WAG or anything like that, you're going to have to take a bit more of that brickwork out, which I do not want to do. So we're just going to connect. It doesn't matter which way around these go. We're going to spin the copper wire around them. We're going to go old school on this. Still make sure we've got a decent connection. We've got our 2 connectors nice and solid. Then that should, this is where I've got to be careful. I don't want it to push out. That just hooks on there. And this should be the security screw. Oh yeah, that looks pretty mint. Let's get it powered up and get it set up.
Now connected to the Ring app. Connecting to Wi-Fi. Just a moment.
So all in all, a very, very nice job this, installing the Ring Gen 3 doorbell. Looks good. Even happy with a bit of brickwork, but I still want your feedback on it. What could I have done differently? Leave a comment. If you do get a chance, like it, and subscribe to our channel. We're creating more and more content, so if you're learning, if you enjoy the electrical side of things, just give it a subscribe and check us out. Have a great day, everyone. We're back to the doorbell. We're back to the doorbell. That doesn't work.